out at Topanga Canyon in Los Angeles, and let me show it to you. This is my view right now, looking down on the city. It's not a bad view. I had to get out of the house. For a little bit because I've just been lingering, and I couldn't do it anymore. I had to get some pretty views in, and it's beautiful here. So here I am. How's everyone doing today? It's kind of warm today. Let me see what the temperature is. I'll have to turn on the accessories. All right, it is 83 degrees. What's up, Aaron? How you doing? 83 degrees, sitting out here on top of Topanga Canyon. Weedless, but not hopeless. I did manage to get I did have oh man. I did have some dabs. Not very much. I took all my dabs and I put it in my dab pen, and that's what's keeping me going today. Hey Crystal, hey Heather. It's 93 there. That's pretty hot. That's pretty hot. How's my signal coming in, guys? Am I coming in clear? Because my signal isn't as good as it has been lately. Dabby dab. Yep. I cough a lot on dabs, as a matter of fact. Hey look, a hipster on a motorcycle. It's very LA. So we got Kelly. How you doing, Kelly? It's good to see you again. We were just chatting on the phone. Hope everything's going well. And hello to all the lurkers that don't want to say hi. That's okay, you can still watch. Let me know if I'm clear or not, because I'm honestly not sure. Hipsters on a motorcycle. So I drove through this canyon the other day. Topanga Canyon, and really enjoyed the drive, so I had to come back and see this view, because last time I was here it was dark and I couldn't really see it. You know, you get to see all the land stars, the lights from the city, but I didn't get to see like what it looked like during the day. So here I am. How you doing, Amanda? Good to see you. I'm glad our smoke sessions link up pretty well. Mike, what's up? Nooner. Yep, it's noon and I'm here. Very clear. Thanks, Aaron. I'm glad it's coming in clear. What's up, Pothead Ed? Are you a pothead? Is that true? Yes, land stars. Land stars are the lights of the city. Sometimes they're shooting land stars, and those are cars. Yesterday, yeah. Yesterday I forgot what I was gonna say. Shit. Oh man. But yeah, I had to come back to the spot because there's not a whole lot of beautiful in Los Angeles, and you know, this spot, yeah, it's not the most beautiful spot I've ever seen, but it's not bad. It's one of the prettier spots I've found so far out here. Hey Sharon, hey Will, you got weed, huh? That's cool, I don't. I'm weedless today. Zig does look especially handsome today. I was thinking that earlier. Hey, thanks guys. I just put on a button-up shirt. That's all it is a button-up shirt. They don't call it dope for nothing. Styles here used to love driving there. Hey, what's up, Styles? Yeah, it's a nice spot. The drive was really fun. It would be really fun on a motorcycle, that's for sure. With all the windy roads and stuff going through the canyon. I like windy roads on a motorcycle. It's pretty fun. What's up, Ryan Stoner? Good to see you. It's starting to cool down a little in like Havasu, Quartzsite, Yuma. Hey, that's dope. I have a friend of mine, an old army buddy of mine in Havasu that I really would like to go visit. I haven't seen him in a lot of years, probably over 10 years. And yeah, we knew each other before we joined the army too. And then we joined the army and we were like, oh, what's up, dude? And then he moved apparently to Lake Havasu, and I've been there a few times, not even knowing he was there. And then he started posting on Facebook again because he wasn't on Facebook for a long time, and I was like, bro, where are you? He's like, Havasu. And I'm like, I go through there all the time, and so I'm gonna have to go ahead and go visit him at some point. Let's catch up on some comments. Where's Caveman? Caveman is in New Mexico. He's still at Nomad's Nest. Well, he's on his property. My property is Nomad's Nest. I don't think he's named his property yet. He had a few ideas, but never came to full fruition. But that's where he's at. He's actually considering staying the winter there, so you might be seeing some videos of him homesteading in some very cold temperatures. But I'm not sure what he's going to do. I'm not sure he knows what he's going to do yet, but it's nice to have someone looking after my property while I'm gone. Because, you know, some people like to make threats. Message redacted. What's going on? The Cave would be a good name, just saying. Yeah, that's not a bad name, actually. When I met Caveman, he actually did live in a cave. He made a cave, he dug into the side of this hill, and the entryway for his cave was made basically out of recycled stuff that he had found around the area, cardboard, basically garbage. And he upcycled it into his entryway for his property, so. Now he's got an RV, a porch he's built. He's doing all right. And I think he wants to try to hang out there the winter, but you know, we'll see what happens. He might not stay, he's not sure. Okay, what does that mean? Some people like to make threats. Well, I had some people threatening me on my land on my live stream last night. Little do they know, I did not leave that place unsecured or unsafe. It is being watched. There's cameras, I was a soldier, man. There's booby traps at that place, so I'm hoping that they go find them. I would really enjoy the video of that. I'll post it if it happens. But I didn't leave anything behind that I wasn't willing to lose either, so, you know, do your worst, guys. So what's everyone smoking on? Rub it in. Tell me what you got, because I got a dab pen with maybe not very much in it. I'm gonna be out by the end of the day, and I'm not stoked about that fact, but that's okay. I've gone through worse. But if you want to save a zig, go ahead and check out my links. They're in the description of this video. Got a pen. Yeah, I got a pen. I got a vape pen. It's actually one of those vape pens that you can take the lid off and throw your dabs in there. You know, put your dab in the coil, and instead of it being a cartridge, you can just buy dabs and fill it up. It's basically an e-nail, and then yeah, put the lid on, and it's got a button. It's rechargeable. It's pretty dope. But I prefer flower. I'll always prefer flower. I think like dabs are pretty cool, but I'll always want to smoke a joint. Like flower is what does it for me. And it's pretty handy here because you're not allowed to have fires here or smoke or anything, I guess. There's signs everywhere. Mountain Recreation and Conservation Authority. high. High fire alert. No smoking or fires. Violators may be fined $541. That's a very specific number. $541. Not 540. 541. So I got 18 people in here, 9 likes. Go ahead and smash that like button. That would be dope. Hey, Sharon, Banana Kush Sugar Wax. Sugar Wax is pretty good. You're gonna do dabs, do the good stuff. This is not the good stuff that I've got. I wonder how many degrees of separation there is between me and this hipster on a motorcycle. Where's everyone at today? Sharon told me what she's smoking on, but no one else did. You guys not smoking? What flavors you got? I would love to tell you the flavor of these dabs that I'm smoking on, but I have no idea. They were given to me right before I left Nomad's Nest. Forgot I even had them, started digging through my stuff, and I was like, oh shit, some dabs. I am not out of weed. But I will be. It's not very much dabs in there, so I'll be out of weed pretty shortly. I'm using a cigarette holder with Northern Lights, and I have a hot black coffee with Rice Krispie treat in the other hand. That sounds pretty dope. Not a bad morning. Or afternoon? It's afternoon. Not a bad afternoon. Hey, thanks, Styles. I appreciate that donation. Appreciate that $5 kickdown. That's pretty cool. And if everyone in here gave me a $5 kickdown, I'd be able to go get a bag of weed. That would be cool. There's what? There's 20 people in here. $5 each. That's $100, man. That's a bag of weed. I would love to just sit here with the engine off on my pickup, but it's hot. Again, the sun's coming right through the windscreen, so yeah, it gets hot in here without the engine running and the AC going. I do have Zag with me, right here in the passenger seat, chilling like she always does. She's a road dog. This is not her first rodeo. Jackson, let's see, what are you smoking on? You got some Sour Diesel and Gorilla Glue. Man, those are two really popular strains right now too. Especially like Gorilla Glue, like wedding cake or ice cream cake. Both of those are real popular. I have $0, but I'm sending you weed vibes. Hey, thanks, Aaron. I like weed vibes too. Those are good. And I know that, you know, not everyone has money to donate, and that's okay. Like, I'm absolutely fine with still bringing you guys my adventures. As soon as I get out of Babylon, they might get a little more exciting too. Right now, I'm just kind of lingering, hoping my truck sells, and I haven't had much luck. I'm kind of surprised. Used vehicles right now, the price of them has gone up real high, so I'm kind of surprised that it isn't selling because I don't have it listed as high as I did. But let me show you guys my view for those of you who just joined. It's Topanga Canyon outside of Los Angeles. You can see some of the buildings down there, right there. Does anybody have any idea how many people are in LA County? Like, any idea how many human beings live in Los Angeles County? Let me know in the comments, and then I'll let you know who's closest. Hey, thanks, Crystal. I appreciate that. Fuck yeah, I got $15 now kicking down from you guys. Send me how to, and I got you 20. Well, if you have, Sharon, if you have PayPal, Cashapp, Venmo, any one of those, my links are in the description of this video. I'm pretty sure it's Zig0420 on Cashapp. It's Zig0420 on PayPal, and then on Venmo, it's Jimmy-Sehorn which again, all the links are in the description of the video. Maybe I can test something real quick and make, there you are. Yeah, I'm doing it. I'm gonna make the comment a moderator. Boom. Now I can post my links. So there's Venmo. Hey, thanks, Kelly. Thanks for that. That's badass. PayPal is Zig0420. And then Cashapp is also Zig0420. But yeah, thanks, Kelly, for that $10 super chat. That's awesome. 3 million people, 10 million people. What's up, Sam? Good to see you. 3 million. So for Los Angeles County, Ken was right, 10 million. 10 million, a little bit over 10 million people live in Los Angeles County, which, to put that into perspective, let's take a look. Like, population of England, the entire country of England, that's 55 million, so that's not a great comparison. How about, I know what country to check. So the population of Los Angeles County equals the population of Sweden. It's double the population of Norway, of Finland. So Los Angeles could be its very own country. Los Angeles County could be its very own country if it so desired. 10 million people, 10 million lives, 10 million hopes and dreams and desires and households. And then those two people right there. 10 million, that is enormous. It's just enormous. Too many people, yeah, I completely agree. Too many people for me too. This is a bit overwhelming. I don't have the, I don't know. It's not good for my mental health, I don't think, to be here for so long, yet I can't go anywhere, so I'm just gonna have to sit in that for a while. If I had another driver who could get me, you know, my vehicle out of the city, I would try to sell my truck somewhere else. Like, just some of these buildings alone probably hold more people than the city I grew up in. No, it's not a worry about you being there. Yeah, I'm trying to be okay with being here. It's been a struggle, to be completely honest with you. But I'm managing the best I can. Broken, weedless, stuck in Babylon. Not my favorite season so far I've experienced on the road. But you know, I've been through worse than this, and worse things have happened to better people. So if you look a little bit further to the right, you'll see all these signs telling me not to have fires or smoke. No smoking or fires, a $541 fine. Like, why not $550 or like $540 or $500? $540, they really need that extra $41. It's really odd. I don't know if you guys can hear that buzzing, but my phone's going a little nuts right now. Let me see if I can put it on Do Not Disturb. Let's take a look. Huh? There it is. All right. Beautiful. Beautiful. 540.9. Yeah, no shit. That seems like, it just seems odd. Like, that's very specific. $541. Not 500, not 550, not 525, not even 540. 540 would make, I don't know, my mental brain would make more sense of that, but 541. I'm really curious how they came up with that number. Did they just like use the cost of fighting fires and divide that by the amount of people that come up here and smoke and have fires? It's really strange. But I think that this doesn't count as smoking. I think it counts as vaping. So I think I'm in the clear. What do you guys think? This thing's pretty cool, actually. I've had this for a little while now, a couple years. I don't get dabs very often, so I don't use it very often, but when I do, I'm pretty stoked I have it because it's way easier than like carrying a torch with you everywhere you go, so you can make your dabs do what you want, heat your dabs up. It's even got this, that's what I'm trying to adjust right now, how much airflow goes into it, so you can control how, I guess, thick your hit is, so that's pretty cool. 540.9 plus handling and tax, yeah, no shit. Plus, not to mention, like, your criminal record, if it destroys anybody's homes, which there are tons of houses right here. I know it seems like it's off of the beaten path, but I'm literally surrounded by houses, and there's a, just some scenic overlook in the middle of this neighborhood, so, yeah, so you would probably destroy people's homes. I imagine that it's pretty difficult to get fire insurance up here because it's such a high fire alert activity, whatever. I bet you they don't even insure your home. Probably why they have all these signs. And they're even encouraging you on the signs to report suspicious activity. Call Ranger Services. Oh, man. But if you look past the city, you got some mountains out there. It's really not a bad view. I've seen worse views. What are you doing, Pop? What are you doing? What you think? Don't fall. Don't fall. Hey, what's up, Cole? How you doing, man? Good to see you. Good to see you here. Thanks for being on the Weedless live stream. Although I do have dabs. I have like, it's almost empty actually. I don't know how many more hits I got before I'm smoking coil. But I'm basically out of weed. But I still wanted to come up here today to this spot because it is so pretty. And just enjoy my afternoon a little bit. Oh no, I just dropped my phone. You guys are... Gotta go get it now. It fell into the passenger seat. I have to go deliver some smoke zig. I'll see you later. Bye, Crystal. Thanks for being here. Take care of yourself. So how are you doing, Cole? How's everyone else doing? Where y'all at? What you smoking on? How's your day going? Let us know. Out throwing some discs for the first time in months. You know, I'm assuming you're talking about disc golf, which is such a popular sport where I'm from in Central Oregon. There's probably 5 different frisbee golf courses in Bend that I can think of. But I was never really good at it. Like, I was never very good at disc golf. But that's cool that you're getting out there and doing it, man. Like, You guys, it's really important to do self-care. So if you've got a hobby that you haven't done in a while, if you've got some thing that you enjoy and you haven't done it, go do it. Take care of yourself. Take care of your mental health. Mental health is health. Mental health is health. My daughter and I are making bar decorations, like for a bar, for like Halloween. That's cool. You guys work at a bar, I'm guessing? Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I'm dropping you guys. Let me see. I might have to adjust my AC real quick because my phone's getting real hot because it's hot out, so I've got to turn the defrost on. I do have a microphone if I need to switch to that. But, yeah. You know, for a Saturday, I expected to come up here and it be very busy, and it's not a very big parking lot I'm parked in, but it's not. There's no one here. There's like one other car here, so that's cool. Got a little parking lot to myself. Working on my mental health, feeling a little blue today. Oh, I'm sorry, Aaron. Yeah, I've been feeling the same way for this week. Hasn't been fun. But I will manage. I always do. As long as I get to go do things like this, at least for a little bit, and entertain myself. Zach and I are going to go for a walk after this live stream and check out this area a little bit. But it is really pretty here. I hope being here with us helps. Well, it's certainly a good distraction, Aaron. It is. It helps me not get, stuck in my head for too long. Because that's not good for anyone. Who's been watching the new Game of Thrones show? What's up, Harry? Hello from PDX. Hey, that's the area I'm from Bend. I'm from 3 hours away. 3.5 from PDX. I think I'm getting close to the coil. It's gonna be a sad day. Be out of weed. I think Zag likes these little road trips I do in the city. I really like driving the city at night. The night's the best time to do this kind of stuff because maybe not in the winter, but like right now, it's a little too hot during the day, and to come out here at night or to go driving around the city at night is pretty fun because it's kind of cool. It's not too hot. You can have the windows down, the music up. It's not very busy. The traffic's a lot better. How long you lived in PDX, Harry? I've spent a lot of time in that area. Anyone have any cool plans for Saturday night? My whole life, 50 years, Northwest Portland. That's fucking cool. Your whole life. I bet you've seen it change so much. I know I have. I'm pushing 40 now, and when I was a kid going to Portland, it's so different than what it is today. So I'd imagine that you've seen much more changes than I have. So you're like what, in like the Burlington area, or are you in PDX, like Northwest District? There's actually a area of Portland called Slab Town in the northwest area of the city. I think I was always destined to go to Slabs eventually. Yeah, someone recently asked me what the difference is between Quartzsite and Slab City. Hey, thanks, Sam. Fuck yeah. That's dope. The super chats are pretty cool. That now I have access to those. The only downfall I could see with the super chats is YouTube takes 30%, which is fine. I don't mind them taking a little bit for their platform costs. But I cannot withdraw the money until I reach $100. And once I reach $100, I have to wait till the following month. I think it's on like the 6th where they let you withdraw the money. So you can't just grab it when you want. But they are really helpful because I'll be able to get them all out, including super chats and all the ad revenue from running ads and y'all watching the ads. All that is collected into the same pool, and then once a month, if you've reached 100, they're like, boom, here you go, and they put it in your bank account. Yeah, it's changed crazy. Forest Park, Thurman Street. I bet. Oh, okay. I know the area you're in. I know Forest Park. But yeah, the difference between, someone recently asked me the difference between Slabs and Quartzsite, so I figured I might go into that a little bit. I'll send you 10 on your Cashapp in about an hour, my bro. Hey, thanks, Sam. You're a rock star. I appreciate that very much. And all the donations that you guys are going to send this week are going to go towards gas and cannabis. So, once I sell my truck, I'll be fine. Like, all my money right now is wrapped up in my vehicles, so that's fun. But once I sell the truck, I can get the hell out of here. And that is my immediate goal. I'm actually pretty close to just driving around to some dealerships and seeing what they would give me for the truck. So the biggest difference, I think, between Quartzsite and Slab City is the amount of amenities. Quartzsite has a couple of truck stops and fast food joints, and there's showers in there and stuff. They've got restaurants, and obviously the Rock and Gem Show, and in the winter the whole town turns into one giant flea market, which is pretty cool. You can find all sorts of stuff on tables, people selling their artwork or their crafts. And there's also a lot of RV parks in Quartzsite. Like, it's a tiny town, and in the winter it's a ghost town. There's no one there, but in the summer you get over 100,000 people that show up there. Sometimes a lot more. So there is like 60 RV parks in Quartzsite. So they've got water, sewer, garbage, electric. That's probably the biggest difference. The people that go to Quartzsite they've got money. You know what I'm saying? And Kelly, please don't apologize for the super chat. Please don't feel like you can't send super chats. It's just not an immediate withdrawal is really the only difference. I didn't know this until, recently when I got I've only gotten one payment from YouTube so far. With all the super chats and all the ad revenue combined, it took 2 months to get my first payment. It was $150, which was pretty helpful. So it'll probably be another, month or so until I can get any of the super chat money pulled out of here. But please don't feel like you shouldn't. Please don't feel like you can't. I'm not ungrateful for any super chats, or I'm saying, like, it's all very helpful. It's just not as immediate. That's all. That's the biggest difference. Um, but one thing that Slabs has that Quartzsite doesn't have is a much closer community, because I pretty much know most of the people in Slabs. Sure, there's a lot of people there I don't know, but for the most part, if I don't know their names, I know their faces. So the community in Slabs is a little tighter. And the range itself is an open stage for pretty much anyone to get up there and do your talent. It's like a talent show. And the community shows up and watches everyone and sees their talent, whereas in Quartzsite, they don't really have that. In Quartzsite, it's they do have a stage. They call it the adult daycare, and it's like a restaurant, a pop-up restaurant with a stage. But the acts that play on the stage are pre-planned. It's not an open stage like it is in Slabs. So I don't think that there's much Airbnbs either. Where are the puppies? Well, I got Zag with me, Kelly. And Miles, I actually rehomed with my friend Tala. Tala was watching Miles when I came into LA the first time. And she fell in love with him. Her dog fell in love with him. He liked her more. He liked her more than me. But I will be seeing Miles again in a month or so, because they'll be headed back to Slabs. So I will be able to give you guys an update of Miles, and you guys get to see him again. And I honestly think Zag just preferred being an only puppy. I don't think she liked having another dog around. I really don't. I think she just digs it when it's her and I, because then she's not having to fight for space or food or cuddles or attention. Not a bad view though, is it? You know, you think of Los Angeles, you don't think of these big hills. You just think it's a desert. And it is a desert. A lot of people like to debate that with me, but look at it, it's a fucking high desert. Like, it's all dry as hell. There we go. But yeah, Zag's right back here, hanging out in the back seat, Kelly. Oh, you can see her right there. There she is, looking out the window. She probably wants the window down. Let's give her the window down. She likes to get the sniffs in. And when we're done chatting here, I'll take her on a little walk through this area. There's a foot trail right here where I parked, so we'll go for a little walk. And let her get her sniffs in. Damn. 39 years of practice and I still can't hit my mouth. One thing Babylon has that I really like is showers. I've been able to take showers every day, and that's pretty dope. I like showers. We have a new kitty. She's hilarious. What'd you name her, Kelly? What'd you name your kitty? You guys want to see what Zag's doing right now? Let me show you. Let me show you what this little girl's doing. She just loves having her head out the window. Until we start moving. Once we start moving, she'll put her head back in the truck and just stare out the window. And she doesn't like it when you can't see out the truck. Like if I have her down at the floorboard, if I'm riding passenger seat with someone, I have her down at the floor, she will just want to be on my lap so she can look out the window. Sometimes young dogs are a lot for adult dogs. That was chaotic, Zag. Jeez. Yeah, Zag's a pretty chill dog. Zag likes to relax, sleep. she gets the zoomies sometimes, but Miles, man, he's always on one. He was a very rambunctious little boy. So Zag would get sick of him sometimes. Oh, you named your kitty Molly. That's a good name. Molly. That's my favorite drug. That's why you look so good. You clean. I put a button-up shirt on. I shaved a little bit. But yeah, being clean probably helps. I clean up pretty nice sometimes. I do like people watching. And LA is good for people watching. There is a lot of people here. A lot of different kinds of people. I'll send you a lifted seat for her. Okay. I don't really have an address for you to send it to right now. Pretty soon I'll be at the Ponderosa, so maybe I can start putting that address in, but I'm not sure how long I'll be staying there. So, but that's an option. What are you doing, Zeg? What? Come on. Like a booster seat for a puppy seat. Since gas here is so expensive right now, I can't really do a whole lot of these trips. I would like to do more, but right now I'm under a quarter tank. This might be the last little trip I'll be able to do until I sell the truck. God, I'm hoping it sells soon. It's starting to stress me out a little bit. I haven't even really had too much interest in it whatsoever. I mean, I've been looking. I see a lot of trucks in Los Angeles, but I don't know. I don't know what's going on. I've never had this much issue selling a vehicle before. I make pretty good ads, I think. So maybe no one's buying vehicles right now. The other option is I sell the van, and I put the van on the market, which I don't really want to do. This has already costed me so much money to get the van, and I've had to borrow money from people, and I need to get out from underwater of that. So if I sell the van, I'd have to sell it for more than I paid for it, which is quite possible, I think. But it's still, I want the van, you know. Ponderosa it is. It hangs from the seat. Okay. Yeah, Zach could probably dig that. In my old RV, she used to ride on the dash. When I would go down the road, and I put her dog bed up there, and that's where she'd hang out all the time, just up there on the dash. I had this old 40-foot diesel pusher. Kelly, if you hit me up on Messenger, I will give you the address for slabs for Ponderosa, so you can send it there if you want. It is pretty here, though, if you look closely. You can find pretty shit in Los Angeles. You just have to go looking for it. I prefer to be in places that you don't have to go looking for beautiful. I prefer the places that you're just in it. But here, it seems you have to go hunting for it. Maybe that's why I couldn't live here. I want to be able to walk out my door and just be like, wow, that's gorgeous. And then that's what it's like in New Mexico. You walk outside, the clouds are always beautiful. The mountains are right there at the horizon. You drive 5 minutes, you're in the pine forest. There's lakes and rivers. You drive 30 minutes, you're in Colorado with different mountains. Yeah. Here, you have to go hunting for the beautiful, and it's like little patches of it, like little tiny little tiny patches of beautiful. Like here, this is a pretty spot. Topanga Canyon was really, really nice to drive through yesterday too. Yeah, well, that's my other option. If the truck doesn't sell within the next couple weeks, I'm gonna be probably putting the van up for sale. And I don't want to do that. I wanted to live in that thing. That's my next traveling vehicle, but I gotta do something. I can't stay here in Babylon for much longer and be sane. How long can you stand to stay in Babylon? I have no idea. This is the longest I've stayed in Babylon since I left Babylon, for almost 10 years. This is the longest I've spent in Babylon, and what a place to spend it in. Like, it doesn't get much more Babylon than this, aside from maybe New York or London or something, but I mean Los Angeles. Of all the Babylons to be stuck in, this is the one that I'm stuck in. Thankfully, I'm not ungrateful. Thankfully, I've got Caveman's brother is putting me up, and he's been awesome. He's a good, solid dude, and hasn't made me feel uncomfortable or weird about being in his house. So I gotta hand it to him. I've got a comfortable place to stay. But yeah, this is the longest I've been here, and I don't know how much longer. Maybe I will just leave and leave the truck here and come back and try again in a month or two. I'm not sure. Maybe I'll take the truck to Slabs, hitchhike back, get the van, and then drive the van back to Slabs. But I won't be able to do that until next month because I just don't have the money to get both vehicles to Slab City. Thanks for the live stream. I have to go help my dad put his walker together. He got one from Amazon. Hey, that's cool, Harry. Take care, man. Take care of your dad. That's definitely a priority, my man. I'm sorry you are stuck in Babylon. Thanks, James. Good to see you. Good to see you in the live stream. Yeah, I'm sorry I'm stuck here too. Hopefully it all works out. I think the truck will sell. I'm crossing my fingers. I'm trying to remain hopeful. But, you know, you could be leaking oil and power steering fluid like me. Yeah, that could. I mean, I know it could be worse. I know it could. I've been through a lot worse than this. But, you know, nevertheless, this isn't. I don't know how much more I can take before I'm just like, fuck this, I gotta go. And I think I'm getting pretty close to that. Like, I'm out of money, I'm out of weed, and I think I'm getting pretty close to, like, maybe I'll just try again next month. I'll smoke a bowl for you, buddy, and take a dab. I have like a little bit of dabs left in this that I found in my van from when I left Nomad's Nest. Carried it with me. So my dab pen has a little bit in it. I'm not completely hopeless yet, but I'm gonna be soon. Part of me is kind of considering taking the van to Slabs, leaving the truck here if I can get the gas money together, and then maybe hitchhiking or taking a bus back to LA and getting the truck and getting it to Slabs next month, and then trying to sell the truck out of Imperial County instead of Los Angeles. But then I can't leave Slabs to go exploring. I have to sell the truck in a place where they don't have any money. Imperial County is the poorest county in the state. I don't know how good of an idea that would be. I really don't. Phoenix is another option. I could take it to Phoenix and sell it there too, and try to, but I'd have to post up outside of Phoenix somewhere. So, get a tow trailer if you can, and pull your truck to Slabs with a van. Yeah, the only problem with that, I've been through this before. The only problem with that is I can't, like, U-Haul won't let me tow my van with this truck. I tried towing somebody else's van to Los Angeles with this truck, and they were like, nope. And they made them rent a U-Haul. So, hey, thanks, Sharon. It did come through. I really appreciate that. That's gonna be very, very helpful. How far are you from a dispensary? I passed like fucking 10 dispensaries to get here. It's like a 20-minute drive. So there's dispensaries all over the place. There's one within walking distance of me, like a few blocks away, that I've been going to. And they even have a bunch of places that do delivery out here too. So yeah, I've got definitely a bunch of dispensaries at my fingertips. It's just, you know, the cash flow. It is what it is. The weed here in California, or at least in Los Angeles, is kind of expensive. So, hey, thanks Heath and Bobby. Appreciate you guys. And I know I kind of have that feeling too. Like everything happens for a reason. So maybe there's a reason that I am here in Babylon. Maybe that reason is already came and gone. I kind of suspect it has, but I still have to get rid of this pickup, so. But yeah, Sharon, that's going to be really, really helpful. So that's awesome. I appreciate you guys very much. I will put it to good use. Why is everything in Cali expensive? Taxes, man. Taxes. They got a high tax rate here in California. They don't fuck around, I guess, is the best answer for that. Hi, Zig and everyone. Thanks for going live. Keeping me company while I get ready for work. Hey, Stacy. Good to have you here. I'm glad to keep you company. Combed hair and shaved. Get out now, dude, before it's too late. My hair's not actually combed. Like, I didn't actually comb it. It's just clean. Just clean hair. I don't really ever comb my hair. I just do the finger thing. But I do shave. I actually shave everywhere I go. I don't like having a big old fucking scruffy ass face. Yep, taxes, dude. Fucking taxes. Yep, that's it. They got a high tax rate. And since the people here do make more money than the rest of the country, they can charge more for the same stuff. You know, like the cost of living is higher because the income is higher, the average income. So they get to charge you a little bit more for everything. And it's not all of Cali. It's not like that everywhere. Like the taxes are pretty high in all of Cali. But when I go to Imperial County, I'm still in California. But everything's a little bit cheaper. I mean, I can get an ounce of weed for $100. I can go to Mexico and get alcohol, medications, cigarettes for super cheap. It's a 45-minute drive to get to Mexico. You know, but here in LA, I mean, there's 10 million people here, man. Like, everything's gonna be a little more expensive in a city compared to when you get out rurally. Yep, it's running. It's running low. I can taste it. 21 people, 17 likes. Some of you haven't hit the like button. Those are probably my trolls that are lurking. Gotta go, nurses here, everyone. Have a wonderful weekend. Message you later, love. Bye, Kelly. Let me get that cough out. Have a good one. I'm gonna catch up with you soon too, because you had some good news come recently, and I want to get an update. So what is an ounce in LA? So probably somewhere along the lines of like $250 on average. What's up, Latch Mangle? How you doing? The guy at the drive-thru told us cigs are going to $10 a pack. That is insane. See, when I go to Mexico, I can get 2 cartons, 20 packs for 15 bucks. Like, beat that shit. But yeah, Ed, an ounce in LA is, yeah, probably around 250, 300 bucks. It's like high school prices. But the weed's not bad. It's actually good weed. But it is expensive. In slabs, I'm paying 100 to 125 is about what. So last year, the market in slabs just got flooded with weed. And you can get an ounce for 60 bucks. I know they were doing $40 ounces in Oregon not too long ago. Smoking a bowl of Free Mac. That's cool. Free Mac. Speaking of, I'm getting 8s for 10 bucks. Dude, that's dope. That's actually a killer deal. I mean, that's less than $5 a gram. Yeah, here it's like hovering around $7 to $10 a gram. Dude, it seems like nobody is actually staying at this lookout to enjoy it. They're just coming through, they take some pictures, they get back in their car, and they bounce. Like, how do you do that? It's not even, you're not even enjoying the spot. You're just taking pictures for your Instagram. James, you said you'd think it would be the opposite. I assume that's when I was talking about, like, it's cheaper in slabs. I think it makes sense, actually, because the people in Imperial County are poor. So if they want to even sell anything, they're going to have to drop their prices a little bit. Where are you at in LA? I am at Topanga Canyon Scenic Lookout Overlook, so I can see, like, the city down there. And I don't think that's actually technically Los Angeles. I don't know exactly what area this is. I mean, to me, it's all Los Angeles, all of it, to me. But let's take a look at the map. I'm looking at the map right now, and I'll tell you. So, yeah, so we got, basically, it's right out here at the end is Santa Clarita, and then over here is San Fernando. Simi Valley is on this side over here, and then down in here, I don't know what those buildings are. That might also be Santa Clarita. I'm not sure. Thousand Oaks. It's probably, actually, no, I take that back. That is Northridge, and then Reseda. And then further off to the left, you know, is Thousand Oaks area, way off to the left. I can't show you that. There's a big hill in the way. I don't know anything about those places. Yeah, me neither. I'm looking at the map. I have no idea. It's all Los Angeles to me, dude. There's skyscrapers down there. Like, it's all LA. Even though the Los Angelinos don't see it that way. They're like, actually, we're not in LA. We're in Long Beach, or we're in Burbank. But to me, I'm like, yeah, that's all Los Angeles, bro. All of it. Can't fool me. City upon city upon city. It's all LA County. So all of LA County is Los Angeles. But it's not a bad view. $50 an eighth in Ohio? That is insane, Stacy. 50 bucks an eighth. So how much is an ounce? Wouldn't that make like an ounce like 400 bucks? That's crazy. That's more expensive than what I paid in high school. I get them for 13. See, I don't like buying eighths. I would smoke an eighth in like 2 days. 3 days if I'm really pinching it. Like an ounce, I could probably smoke an ounce in like a week, 2 weeks if I'm smoking by myself a lot less than I usually do. I can make that last 2 weeks. Philadelphia County and city are the same too. Yeah, all cities are like that to me. Smog cloud floating over the top of it all. Looks like a nice day otherwise. Yeah, it's smog, man. It's hazy here almost every single day. Like, even the beautiful that you do have is still tainted by the city and all that smog. It's always hazy. I can get an ounce for $100. That's a pretty good price, man. That's what I like to pay for an ounce. If you're lucky, you can catch popcorn smalls for 33 an ounce. That's pretty cool. I don't know if you would be able to do that here in LA, but maybe if I went to the right dispensary. 200 ounce there, Ed. An ounce will last me a month, and that's smoking with a few people. No, I couldn't make an ounce last a month. I don't think that would be possible for me. I smoke a little bit more than the average stoner, I think. I did manage to have the last half ounce that I got last about a week, because I knew it was my last one I was getting for a while, and it wasn't even that good. It was a half ounce of shake, which all the shake was basically trim, and I knew that once I started hitting it and I could taste it. I paid $2.50 for 4 top shelf quality. Comes from Northern California, man. Yeah, Northern California, Southern Oregon has super cheap weed. So $2.50 for a QP is a good price. I could smoke an eighth a day like nothing, so I feel you. Yeah, I could smoke an eighth a day. Like, I can make it last 2 days if I'm being careful. Imagine buying a pound's worth of 33 an ounce and then selling them for 200 an ounce or 150 an ounce. I think that the cheapest I ever bought a pound for was, what was it, like 600? You find someone that sells on the black market, it'll be cheaper. Yeah, ain't that the truth? I just don't know anyone here. I don't know anyone in Los Angeles. That might be something else that's been eating at me, is that I've just got nothing to do here. And yeah. Weed's free at my house. That's cool. I wish I had free weed. I smoke an ounce a week. Yeah, I could probably burn an ounce a week. I can make it last a little longer than a week if I'm real careful, but an ounce a week is about what my average. Well, since you smoke so much leaf material, have you thought about live concentrates? I actually don't mind dabs. I don't mind live resin. I don't mind that stuff. I just like flower more. But, I mean, dabs are good too. That's actually what I'm smoking on right now. I've got this dab pen that I had like maybe a quarter of a gram of dabs that is all in here now, and it's just about gone too. So I'm actually getting a little bit desperate on weed. Not desperate, but like getting a little nervous about not having any. I don't typically run out of weed. That's not something that happens to me very often. But right now, with all my money wrapped up in both of these vehicles, I just put myself in this situation, and I need to get out of it. When you get that shake and that trim, best thing to do with it is make butter and make edibles. Yeah, that's true. But I don't really get high from edibles. I have to take a lot of milligrams in order to get high from edibles. It's kind of a waste, honestly. Like, for me to eat my weed, I don't get the same effect from it. And I have to take a lot of it to even feel like it's affected me. I know it's insane, not very good either. I buy an eighth at a time. With that, I could buy an eighth, but so much money. Yeah, weed is a lot of money. Weed is expensive, depending on where you are. In some areas, it's not. Like I said, Northern California, Southern Oregon, you can get weed for so cheap. I just didn't. I didn't go there this year. Last year I did. I had 3 ounces. No, 3 pounds. Sorry, 3 pounds that I came down with from that area. It lasted a while. Let me catch up on comments. I'm trying, guys. Come on, everyone, hit this damn Cash App up. Let's get this man some kush. I like that idea. Let's get this man some kush. Appreciate you, Stuck in Paradise. Let's get him in a good mood. We have to help each other instead of putting our foot on someone's neck. You know, and you guys have been really helpful. Like, honestly, like, I couldn't have ever imagined that YouTube would have been as enriching as it has been. For years, Cause told me to start a YouTube. Years, almost 10 now. And I just started a YouTube a little less than a year ago. And like consistently posting. And I wish I had done it a lot sooner because I didn't expect it to be enriching. Pretty much all I had heard from people is how many trolls they get. And I just didn't want any part of that. So. Heath and Bobby, I need the weed. Yeah, I need the weed too, man. I feel you. We have that in common. Okay, I was gonna say those usually dabs when you do a lot of dabs. When you do a lot of dabs, it takes a lot of weed to get high, and you have to get high on. Have you thought about taking a break? Yeah, I have. I have thought about taking a tolerance break, but the only thing that makes me nervous about that is the reason I smoke weed is so I don't remember my dreams. And I don't know if it does this to anyone else, but as soon as I stop smoking weed, I start remembering my dreams again, and my dreams aren't pleasant. They really aren't. I don't have pleasant dreams. I have, nightmares, night terrors. Zag's actually trained to wake me up from nightmares. She's my service animal. But I haven't really stayed up on her training because I haven't needed it because I've been smoking so much weed. I'm not even sure she would wake me up anymore. It's been a couple years. So, yeah, it makes me a little nervous to start dreaming again. That's really why I smoke weed. That's like the #1 reason for me. James, so why don't you sell your truck at a car dealership? That is something I'm considering right now. They never really give you a fair market price for your vehicle. They always give you way under it so they can make a profit. So if they were to give me enough, if they were to give me what I want for it, then perhaps that's something we could do. But I was kind of hoping to sell it on my own because you get more, obviously. But I'm getting there. I'm getting real close to that. Hey, thanks, Sam. I appreciate you. You're a good man too. If you're in LA, take us to Hollywood Boulevard and do a live stream. Take us in the places where they have all the stars' names on the sidewalk. Yeah, everyone wants to go to Hollywood Boulevard until they go to Hollywood Boulevard. And let me tell you guys, like, Hollywood Boulevard is fucking gross. I do not feel safe there. I've been to war twice. I don't want to go to Hollywood Boulevard. I mean, I feel safer in Slabs than I do in Hollywood Boulevard. It's not like you see on TV. There's a lot of homeless people. It's gross. It's gross. They don't clean it up very well. Like, kind of what's happening in Portland and Seattle is also happening here. You ever get into mushies? Yeah, I've microdosed mushrooms. I've microdosed L. Both were really good for me. I've macrodosed both of them, obviously. We're all adults here. But I prefer microdosing them. That's good for my mental health, for sure. I smoke a lot of joints. Yeah, Heath, Bobby, that's how I prefer to smoke it too. I prefer to smoke it in joint form, but I've been smoking in bowls lately. So, like, when I smoke in a pipe, it makes my weed last a little longer. It's more conservative. I conserve more of my smoke that way. I can sit here and listen to Zig ramble on and be entertained, and then sit and watch Jose. And plus, you'll learn something from Zig. And you can keep Sig something. Well, I appreciate you listening to me ramble, because I do ramble sometimes. Especially when you guys get me on to how much the government sucks, and then you can really get me rambling. We've been so blessed ever since we left the Slabs. God bless you, man. Yeah, you guys too. we kind of miss having you guys nearby Ponderosa. Like the tenants that are in that area now, we liked having you guys as neighbors more than the neighbors we have now. So we definitely miss you. And seeing your puppy always running across the road, and your puppy Christ. They had this sign that said "Slow down for Christ," and it was the name of their dog, Christ. And I assume everyone thought it was, you know, Jesus wants you to slow down, which he probably does. But the sign was for the dog. We had some cops actually, Heath Bob. We had some cops show up one time and asking about who lives in that tree over there, and I was like, I don't know, which I obviously did know. They're like, do you know the names of the people that live in that tree? And I was like, no, I know their dog's name. And they were like, oh, okay. And then they left. Playing it around the time you're going to have some psilocybin mushrooms when you take your weed break. That way you can have the psilocybin to keep, you know, to get you through that time period. Yeah, that's not a bad idea. It'd be nice to transition, like, I don't know. If it helps, like, with the not dreaming part, you know, the microdosing, I could consider that, but I've never tried it just on its own. It's always been microdosing and cannabis. So I think I did smoke less when I was microdosing. So, but it would be cool to have, like, if I'm gonna do that, to have both and then transition off of the cannabis and then onto the the microdosing. That way I can test it out and see. Christ went to doggy heaven. We have 12 of his offspring, though. Oh. Has it been? Wow. Has it been that long? He was a puppy. He was a puppy back then. Well, that's great that you have his babies. That's cool. Go to the Hot Wheels convention. Yeah, I'm broke, bro. I can't go to the Hot Wheels convention. I can't really do much of anything. I'm actually I'm gonna be more worried about food in a week or so than I am gonna be about cannabis. It's going on right now. That's cool. Hot Wheels leading the way. But nothing's free out here in Babylon, except for driving up to places like this and going on walks. Can't really do anything if you ain't got no money. 3 years, he went with a coyote. They took him away. They lured him out. That's what coyotes do. Yeah, they'll lure out the dog away from the home, and then they get them. They did that to Caveman's dog, Buddy. And Buddy has had surgery on his ACL. One of his ears droops a little lower than the other one because they stretched it. His neck was stretched out. They beat him up pretty good. Start selling that booty. Getting OnlyFans. Yeah, I'm not, I don't know. I've never, I don't know if I would do well marketing myself, my OnlyFans. But I know people make a lot of money on it. I know people, sex sells, man. Sex is always sold, it always will sell. There's no stopping that. Hopefully that you can make it a healthy market, but beyond that, it's not going anywhere. Vices sell. It can be a test, and you can also get your tolerance built back up. So when you take that nice hit of some good kush, it'll be like, oh god, this feels so good. I do feel good when I smoke weed. That just good feeling goes away faster. And I do remember what it was like when I didn't have a tolerance. And part of me does like having a tolerance because I can smoke and not feel uncomfortable when I drive. I don't even really feel stoned anymore, but I know I'm getting the benefits of it because my mental health is so much better. I'm calmer. But a tolerance break, it does kind of worry me. Hey, listen, Zig, somewhere want to send them to the zoo. Would you like to go to the Los Angeles Zoo? That would be a good place to live stream from. I mean, maybe. I honestly could, if that money to go to the zoo, I could make that last so much farther by not going to the zoo. You know what I'm saying? Like, my money would, I could, whatever, however much that would cost, I could make that money last for another week or two instead of a day. Does that make sense? But it would be cool. I mean, it would be cool. I just, I don't do well with spending that much money on a one-day activity. Because I could stretch that for a week and a half. If I just didn't go to the zoo that day, in like a week and a half after that, when I'm like, God, where'd all my money go? Where would you like to go? Maybe the community come together and send you on a nice Zig Saturday. Where would I like to go? Out of LA. I would love to go to Slabs and just post up in Slabs and take a fucking breath. Because I've been go since before I left Nomad's Nest. Caveman and I drove from Nomad's Nest to Phoenix, from Phoenix to Slabs, all in one day. It was like, we left at 5 a.m. We got there at 11 at night. It was a very long day. And then the next day, the very next day, we drove to Los Angeles, stayed there for a night, drove back to Phoenix the next day, picked up the van, and on that same day drove back to LA. And then fast forward like a week and a half, we drove to Nomad's Nest. I dropped him off. I packed up the van, I packed up the van, and then I drove all the way back to Los Angeles. And I would just like to be able to know that my truck is sold. I'm out from underwater on the truck, and I can just post up in Slabs, take a breath. I would like to be there for Halloween, but I don't know how this is gonna work out. I might be stuck in Babylon for Halloween if the truck doesn't sell. Go to Vegas. Yeah, Vegas is dope. Actually, if I was gonna be stuck in Babylon, I'd prefer it to be stuck in Vegas, because Lake Mead is pretty fucking close. Like, it's a 20-minute drive outside of the Strip, and I can post up in Lake Mead for free. There's a free dump station there. There's free water. There's bathrooms. There's garbage, and it's pretty. And you're 30 minutes from the Strip, and I can play poker. Poker's my shit. I got an ace up my sleeve right there. So yeah, I do like Vegas, and it's much quicker to get out of that Babylon, you know. Lies, lies, lies. When you can't beat them, lie about them. When I leave here, Zig, I'm gonna go to the Bunny Ranch. Yeah, that'll be fun. Vegas can be pretty fun. It has its moments. There's a lot of free stuff to do in Vegas that's pretty, you know, even in that Babylon, there's the fountains and all that stuff. What's up, Jeffro? Love me some Texas Hold'em. Poker is my shit too. I like Texas Hold'em. That's my preference. That's the game I prefer to play. I can play Omaha. I can play Omaha high-low. But Texas Hold'em it's like I can play 7-card stud. But Texas Hold'em is pure poker, man. It's pure poker. And I usually do pretty good when I go to Vegas, actually. Well, have a good one, Zig. I have to go. Bye, dude. Bye, Paradise. Take care, man. Thanks for being here. Man, this parking lot's just got people in and out, in and out. It's such a small parking lot, too. People only stay for a minute. They get their pictures and they bounce. Nobody's actually hanging out like I am. That would be some cool content to see you win some hands. I don't think I'm allowed to film in Vegas, but I have played a lot of poker at the Ponderosa. We used to have poker night twice a week. And we kind of stopped playing poker because I kept winning, and I was starting to feel bad about it. Like, I've played a lot of poker competitions. I've played tournaments, obviously, played online, played in person, and those people hadn't. So then we had one poker night where it was like, sometimes the pots were $100, $200, and other times or we had 2 poker nights. One was like cash money, good money, and the other one was change night. And that was when the people that didn't know how to play would show up and learn. And we stopped playing it because we just couldn't afford it anymore, and I kept winning, and I kind of felt bad about it. So it was basically once a week, everyone was just giving me their money. And we weren't getting a lot of people showing up anymore, so we kind of stopped. You should take Jimmy to the Greek amphitheater. I'm Jimmy. That's my name. Everyone in a rush nowadays. Pomp C on the YouTube film somehow in the casinos. I think that maybe I could film there if somebody else, if I had a camera person, if they were filming. But if I'm playing, I don't want to be sitting there worrying about like the shot that I have or whatever. But maybe that if I can get a camera person to like shoot me playing poker, that'd be fun. I should have bet on the Colts on Thursday. Dude, I don't even watch sports anymore. Man, this hurts. It hurts. Show you the view out here one more time. So why didn't you bet on the Colts on Thursday? If you should have. So now now they have online sports betting, don't they? Isn't that something that they've recently like made possible? Man, I got so many people in here, no one's chatting. 26 of y'all. And only like 4 or 5 of you are talking. What's up? How's everyone doing? Say hello. Say hi, you lurkers. Yeah, Sportsbook is an app. Yeah, I've heard about that. I just don't follow enough sports to know who to bet on, bro. Sent you a PayPal donation. Hey, thanks, Jackson. Oh, wow, that's badass, dude. That was a great donation. I appreciate you very much, man. That's gonna be very, very helpful. I'm gonna be using that for gasoline and cannabis. That's my plan with all these donations I'm getting, gasoline and cannabis, and that was a good donation. So I really do appreciate that. There's MGM's Win, DraftKings, FanDuel. Passing a bowl here. Yeah, James, I actually got kicked out of the MGM like 7, 8 years ago. I bet I could go back now, but I'll tell you guys the story. I was stuck in Vegas, right? So I had been traveling with a friend of mine named E, and her name was spelled Y-I. She's Chinese, and I dropped her off at the Vegas airport because she was planning on flying to Mexico and then hitchhiking back to America from like the southern part of the country. And so I dropped her off at the airport, and then I was basically stuck in Vegas until I got paid again, it was about a week that I was stuck there. And it was so hot. It was like this gnarly heat wave. It was like 90 degrees at night. I was in my minivan that I had first started traveling in, and I was miserable. So I'd go into the casinos, and I was also pretty broke. And I would find machines, like the gambling machines that still had a little bit of money on them, like 3 cents here or a quarter here, and I would just hit cash out, and I would get the ticket that had like 3 cents on it, and then you take it and you put it in another machine that had money on it and cash out. And eventually, if you did this enough, you'd get enough money to get like a burger or something. So that's what I was doing, and none of the casinos caught me until I went to the MGM, and the MGM, they caught me and kicked me out. And I guess they call it stringing, when you're stringing machines or whatever, and you're pulling out the money that people left behind instead of actually gambling. So yeah, the MGM threw me out, and there was a few casinos I wasn't allowed to go to because they all own the same casinos. And but I bet you I can go back now. What's up, Vernon? How you doing, man? Ed, you're still here. Good to see you, Ed, again. There's my lurkers. There you guys are. I knew you were around. Let me go ahead and knock everything around. I wanted to show you guys this this couple over here. Not the two dudes, but this guy and this girl. I like to call them influencers in the wild. They were just like posing for pictures and stuff for their Instagram. Them right there. And then that guy's got like the coolest shirt on. I dig that shirt. I bet it's so comfortable. That purple one, it looks like silk or something. I bet he's the most comfortable person up here right now. Okay, let's see if the influencer in the wild. No, they were posing, like straight up posing a minute ago. Oh, yeah, he's posing on his car. That's what's happening. She's taking a picture of influencers in the wild. You're going to see that on their Instagram pretty soon if you're friends with them. She's even posing while she takes a picture. And she's not even in the picture. Hey, what do you think, babe? What do you like that picture? Yeah, it's good. Kiss me now. Oh, man. Influencers in the wild. That's what I see everywhere I go, man. In Los Angeles, is just people snapping their little pictures at the few pretty spots that are out here and then leaving. They spend 5 minutes here and they go back to their busy ass lives. Nemo would like that shirt. Yeah, he probably would. That shirt looks very African. I don't know. He would probably rock the shit out of it though. He does like his purple stuff. Nemo's always worn purple ever since I've known him. Have you watched Stobe the Hobo's videos? Yes, I have, James. In fact, I was Caveman that put me on to Stobe the Hobo. And then I was very curious because his stuff went viral basically. Like his channel like blew up. And I went and looked up when his channel blew up, and it blew up after he died. Like Stobe the Hobo passed away and his channel blew up after he passed away. So he never actually got to see any of he never monetized his channel. He never got to see any of the income, the ad revenue that he could have gotten from his adventures hopping trains. But if anyone is curious, go check out Stobe the Hobo. I think my device is overheating. I gotta turn up my AC, guys. I gotta cool my phone down. This phone does get really hot.